technology is a really it's become a real enabler, right, for many of these processes. And our strength and our point of view about it from an SAP perspective is it's really about integration, and sustainability is a great topic because it's one thing to kind of measure your carbon footprint or measure different elements, right, from a kind of green ledger point of view, but being able to really operationalize you know a more sustainable outcome is very different. And I'll give you an example. We work with a hypermarket grocery retailer out of Europe, and it really is in the DNA of their corporate mission to do good for the planet, right? To be a responsible corporate citizen. And they were struggling because they were starting to kind of get some bad press because they had a lot of food going into the landfill, right? A lot of food waste. And in a grocery model where you really have a heavy fresh assortment and you're trying to turn quickly, especially if you think about the increase in prepared food in grocery stores, right? You're making sandwiches, you're making salads. It's very kind of custom, short life, short shelf life type of items. And so this particular retailer really said, hey, we got to walk the walk. So we did some really interesting work with them where we combined some machine learning algorithms to do a better prediction of demand. We brought in some additional influencing factors. So I want to look at the weather because if it starts raining at 2 p.m., the demand for salads and prepackaged dinner items at 6 p.m. is going to be lower. There'll just be fewer people in the store because of the weather, for example. So by starting to combine, better machine learning and then integrating that signal, so they have a lot of automation that says, hey, at 2 p.m., when the algorithm tells me my demand may be lower than expected, I'm automatically going to tell, the food production team to stop making salads and stop making sandwiches, right? Because I can see it falling off. Or vice versa, right? You can see a scenario where it's also an opportunity to prevent out of stocks, because if you see an uptick in demand or other signals, you can start to kind of react. So really interesting when you think about sustainability through the lens of action. You can start to put together machine learning, automation, and different kind of technology components that enable you to really respond very quickly and achieve some of those goals.